I possibly didn't even play this game at all. But it's cool. What the fuck is wrong with me? I need deodorant. I can feel it. Let's try to give him 10 minutes of entertainment. For the fuck of it. For how little there is anything good out there. Yo, 10 minutes and I probably just... I'm just done with games like these. This one is the best one so far, but in general, it's kind of like they're not good, you know. Not, I'm not even talking conceptually. Conceptually, every game is different. They're not good. Like the names are out of whack. You know, the branding is crazy. Like you don't find them again. Uh, you're playing one game, it tosses you another game. I don't even know what's up with arcade slash puzzle styles. I don't know, but it's more kind of like if I could say it's out of whack, and it's just I don't know what's wrong with it. None of them work. None, like zero. This one looks good, but it'll break at some point also. Broken. They can't just make it to a certain extent of good, like till level what that they work. Most of them break on level one. Kid you not. Most of them don't work. You would say they work. You say, oh yeah, they're goofy looking, but they work. No, they don't. I promise you. It's the craziest thing I can say. How something could be legitimately there, but you don't buy it, but you use it right a little, and it just goes like okay, you paid it, you get the whole thing premium, right? But what if it breaks too? I honestly don't want to pay something that breaks. If it tells me to pay, okay, fine. But it's not that type of thing. It's like the whole game breaks, and then the games tell you play this game, and you're playing this game. I don't know what's wrong with puzzle games. Arcade and puzzles both have the same problem, and they're not like the problem isn't that at all. Because I could play games like this mindlessly. The problem is that they don't work. None of them. And I agree. It's like You do have to pay most games, yeah, or pay games to a certain extent, but they don't work. I don't know how to explain it. Like the game is broken. And not only is the game broken, but the game tells you to play another game. It could be from the same people, but if the same people have the same game, you know, why can't they just be like, "Oh, okay, just play that one then, I guess," you know? No, it's like they want you to play. And then so I was playing this game that seemed a little cool, a water game that I was looking for a water game this month. And I didn't find one because there was not one, there was 20. It's that type of thing. So this game luckily works, and I'll give you a few minutes more. But so many games don't work that it's unbelievably crazy. Like it's sad. Why don't they work? And on top of that, why do they want you to play all of these games instead of just making you play one game? It's not one. It's like a whole mess of them. It's the same freaking style. Who cares? But it's like I was playing one game and not even in the game, in the tutorial sent straight to another game where I could not actually play that game at all. And I wanted that game. Like I wanted to play that game. But sadly, it's not that it's broken, it's that they want you to play another game. And just to be so much more crazy about this topic, I will say that the game they want you to play is exactly the same thing. So what's the freaking point of all that? So yeah, they just at this point there's nothing on the app store that like if you find like they're starting to step up the game because they know they're sucking badly. But in the most part, but if you find one game that's good, stick with it. Like personally, there's a game called Angry Birds that I wanted to play, but like sadly, Angry Birds is like a game that was too commercial. The purpose of my channel is to play games that are not commercial. Well, not commercial at all, but not as commercial. Angry Birds is like almost as commercial as Plants vs Zombies, which is another game that sadly I don't like to play because of how popular it is. Because it defeats if I play Plants vs Zombies and Angry Birds, it defeats the purpose of being an underground gamer. You know. So I like those games. Those are the games that work, but you know, those are the games that everyone plays. I don't dislike those things. I think they're awesome on their own. But the purpose I even am a YouTuber is to find games that are weird, purposefully find games that are weird, like something that someone crypted randomly, and just try to play it. It doesn't mean that I'll beat it or I'll be good at it, or it doesn't mean that I'm gonna have money to continue playing it, but the purpose of my channel is to play bizarre, weird, obscure games. And so if I play anything like Angry Birds or, you know, whatever it is else, It's like what everyone does. Sadly enough, I'll have to cut this game too because this game is the only game that works. And with games that do work in a situation of no game working, to respect it more, what I do is that let me click here. Hmm, very interesting. In-game money, but I stopped playing it. Like I'll play it one time. This is the only time I showed it to you. That's this one. This one is really good, but kid you not, this is the only good game I found this year. Besides the other ones I've posted, that's it. Which this year it has only been about from 6 to 8 games maybe. You know, something like that. Not a lot. Most games I found them last year, and I don't know where those are. I bet that if I type the name, I find it. But like, the point is not for me to just play the same thing over and over. You know, maybe I could go back to one or two. Maybe like there's a few I'm looking at, but it's because they were really difficult. But I don't want to go to that one. I don't want to go to those just yet because those that are very difficult are like brain crunching difficult. To get to brain crunching difficult, I want to play a bunch of games that are slightly difficult. You know, I don't have to play all of the games like I did with the freaking puzzles, but I didn't play all the puzzles either. But the point is that like once you play one of the styles, like let's say it's about cookies or about the water, all of them are technically pretty much the same. So I played every form of puzzle games out there in the whole app store. And arcades, many. Not every single one of them. Probably like at least and probably one of every style, solidly speaking. And then I have like 3 games, like, well, more than 3 actually.